We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Friday edition of Stay Cashin show. I am here with the best producer on the planet, Evan Hand. Evan, what up, my dude?
What up? How you doing?
Good. Just get my TV set up. Had a crazy day. Lot going on. Got to turn the volume off this shit. Coming off a nice night last night. Bill Rupp, how are you doing?
Good. I was just reading your latest tweet. I don't know. Find out why we were fucking told you, idiot. The Warriors were fucked. I mean,
Come on, dude. I'm Russian over here, dude.
Is that fucking English? What are we doing? What kind of operation are we running here?
You're Russian?
All right, timeout. First of all, you're an idiot. It says, find out why we fucking told you idiots the Warriors were fucked.
It's an idiot.
Oh, I have an S instead of a D. You read that like I fucked up 9 words.
I mean, it just doesn't flow right.
Time out, Evan.
Find out why we
live on air.
It's
if
up.
I wrote, find out why we fucking told you idiots the Warriors were fucked, compared to what Bill just read. Tell me your stance.
I mean, yours is grammatically correct. It's just you have a typo in there. That's
I have an S instead, D instead of an S. Bill's like, find out the dong ding dong, why ping pong, ching chong China, idiots stuck, fucking Warriors.
No flow.
Well, I mean, dude, I fucking grinded. Where's your tweet to
Well, listen, I mean, you send out one bad word, it ruins everything for me.
I mean, you changed 12 words.
I don't like to read it anyway, but that one bad word just sent it bad.
I mean, let me see your promotional tweet for the show.
I responded.
Yeah, you responded. You're a
Let's
co-host.
go. Rupp 45's ready to go.
Where's your? Hey guys, Stay Cashin coming up in an hour.
Short and sweet.
I mean, how about you do like an hour before promotion, then I can retweet, and then I'll do a promotion 5 minutes before, and Evan does it 2 hours before. How about we do that, Bill? How about we try and grow the show with the 3 of us here instead of fucking me and Evan doing all the work and you making fun of us?
I mean, what did I tell you before? You tell me what time to come on, where to be, and that's what I do. I don't want text beforehand. Well, fucking someone's doing this, someone's doing that. Iconic needs to do this. Evan's doing that. Fucking Rackets is doing this. Who gives a fuck? Just tell me what time to be there, and I'm there.
I mean, I want that fucking, yeah, sure. Let's switch. Your life's way better than ours. That's fucking awesome. I recorded a fucking No Mercy this morning.
Listen, I didn't get to be 42 years old and hanging out all day by being dumb.
We recorded No Mercy Plus this morning. I was up at 9 a.m, ready, hour pre-show, banged it out in an hour, got it done at 11:05, 11:15, then immediately went. I have the cleaning lady here right now. I told her to try, if you hear any loud noises, let me know. I got to turn the dryer down and shit. Just spent 2.5 hours auditing 4 months, and this is my 40th hour auditing all my fucking plays since January. I have a whole auditing team that's on it. Fucking then come right on here to fucking kick some ass. That's a G. I put the G in Tommy G. All right, enough about me. You guys don't seem entertained. I thought you were gonna blow me. I like Evan. I like Evan's mean mug though.
Yeah, he doesn't care. That's
Evan's got the mean mug on.
He's like, please move on. Please.
Oh shit, we got naked people in the chat. Cheap sex in the chat,
okay.
Bill. Cheap sex in the
Oh,
chat.
shit.
Where do I go?
Go.
Stop.
Where do I
Stop
sign up?
commenting.
Where do I sign up?
Let's go. Let me see. Cheap sex on Tinder.
More
cheap sex than Tinder?
Jesus, how's that possible?
I mean, that's a lot. Wow. Let's fuck. We're giving new meaning.
Fuck.
Let's fuck.
We got a lot of sex going on.
They took that literally. They must have seen me write "Let's fuck" on Twitter, Bill, and they said, "Let's go to this show."
That must be Ghost posting that.
I mean, listen. I wish you guys watching would comment at that rate. That was phenomenal. Seriously. All right. So yesterday we'll talk a little bit about the NBA game 2. We'll bring Ghost on. When's Ghost coming on?
He'll be on second after headlines.
Okay, so we'll move hockey up to right after headlines. We'll talk about the NBA game 1 to start, and then we'll go into the headlines. So, Bill, what was your take on the Warriors game last night? I promised all these idiots that we were going to tell them how they're fucking stupid.
Probably biggest collapse in a finals game that I remember in a long time. I mean, I really don't remember a lot of them, but yeah, I mean, that was crazy. Warriors third quarter, we bet that. They came out and crushed the third quarter. And then you think everything's, and then we were worried about like our bets, some of our bets for the fourth quarter, because we didn't know if Steph was coming back in. We didn't know if Draymond's coming back in. We thought they were going to sit all their guys. And then we're like, all right, started off the fourth. We're like, all right, they're only down 12. They're going to bring their guys back in. Next thing you know, the game is tied. And then within like 2 minutes after that, they're down 8. I mean, what a fucking collapse. Steph, one of the biggest collapses I've ever seen him do. 6 threes in the first quarter. 6 threes, finished with 7 for the game. Awful. And it's not like he was missing them, Tommy. He didn't even shoot them.
Good. Listen to me. Listen to me closely when I tell you fucking idiots out there about this fucking Warriors team, okay? They got lucky because they had a fucking mega team, the Warriors. They had a mega team with Durant and Clay and Steph and Dre and all that. And they were playing at a time where they were facing LeBron James and a bunch of scallywags in the finals.
They were good before Durant.
I know. Hold on. Let me finish, and then you can chime in. So they played LeBron James and nobody for half those championships. They basically lost a championship to LeBron James and half a team. And, you know, great. They're a fantastic team, okay? But the problem with them post-Durant is that if you do what the Celtics do all the time, I'm going to rip the clip from last show. I told you the most important factor on this, Bill. I told you 3 times. I said it all last night. The Celtics are athletic at all positions at the top, and they switch on screens. Golden State has the 3rd lowest productivity rate of anyone against teams that switch on screens. The Celtics are the number 1 team in the NBA at I lost the piece of paper.
I don't think,
switching on screens and preventing
I don't think
that's what it was.
No, I don't think that there's any analysis or any.
There is, though.
No. Nobody could say that, I called that last night, because for the first 3 quarters, anybody who picked the Celtics were like, we fucking are done.
Wrong.
So, no, there wasn't, Tommy, because it's ridiculous. The Celtics made every shot in the fourth quarter. Tatum did nothing in the game. And then Brown and Horford just came out of nowhere and just started hitting 3 after 3. And then fucking White, who I had for 2 threes plus 175, was a fucking joke. He hits 5. So nobody knew that in the fourth quarter they weren't going to miss a shot, and that Steph and Draymond were going to miss layups.
Okay.
Layups at the end of the game.
Now let's flip it around.
Nobody knew they were going to be up fucking 20 going into the fourth and then collapse.
Okay, now let's flip it around.
Everybody, including you and myself, thought that the Celtics lost last night, right? Going into that. What do you mean?
Going into the fourth. No, yes.
I was on the phone with you. We're
going into the fourth. Bill, stop just assuming what I'm going to say. Going into the fourth, yes.
No.
Going into the fourth, yes. But you're saying the whole game.
We all thought the game was over.
You're saying the whole game.
Well, that was the whole game until the last 10 minutes.
So what really happened in that game was Steph Curry had the single greatest quarter of his NBA career. Okay? He scored like 25 points in the first fucking quarter. It was like fucking 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 from 3. All right?
Okay, so?
And Jason Tatum literally took a bag from someone before the game and did not show up at all. I mean, listen, that dude fixes more games than anyone in the NBA. I'm sorry. It's so obvious when you watch him. Jason Tatum took a bag, didn't do a goddamn thing in the first half. And it was like a 5-point game at halftime. So what I was actually saying to you on the phone in the first half was, this is the best the Warriors could hope for. They're at home. They came out firing. Steph's out of his fucking face. And this game's still close right now. The Warriors are done for this series. They're done. That showed me everything right there. Now, throughout the game, everyone wants to talk about how fucking, the Celtics hit all their shots at the end of the game. The Celtics have done that all year. The Celtics have done that. And there's a meme going around right now with the Bart Simpson kids with different hats on, a Heat hat, a Bucks hat, a this hat, and they're all saying the Celtics can't hit that many shots again in the fourth quarter next game, can they? And then there's a picture of the Golden State Warriors saying the same thing. That's what the Celtics have been doing. They're clutch. Now, Golden State gave the game away. Yes, that game should have been over when they were up 12 heading into the fourth, but it's the same thing I say about Steph Curry all the time. He'll shoot you into a game. He'll take a quarter off.
But no. Steph Curry had nothing to do with that, Tommy.
He did because he stopped shooting.
He stopped. That's
a problem.
That was after the first quarter.
That's a problem.
Okay, they were down at the half.
Okay, by how much?
And then they came back and won the third quarter, 38-24.
Right, and how many points?
But he had nothing to do with that.
Right, they had a great third quarter. Which
he did nothing. He had 0 points in the second quarter.
No,
they were losing.
Of course.
They were down at halftime.
If you watch a Warriors game,
they came back without Steph Curry and won the third by 14 points.
Bill, for 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have won every third quarter, right? That's just what they do.
On Steph, though.
That's just what they do.
You can't blame it on him.
I mean, I can blame it on him for scoring 3 points in the second half. He should have kept shooting. He should have been shooting all fucking fourth quarter. He was in there with 9 minutes left.
He was missing layups at the end of the game.
He missed 2 layups, and then Steve Kerr didn't challenge an offensive foul call, which was insane, which makes you think more what the fuck is going on, because Steph never fouled him on his way to the basket at all. And then Steve Kerr didn't challenge it down 7 with 2 minutes left. What are you saving the challenge for, next week? It didn't make sense, but that's where Steph needs to take over, because guess what? You're never going to see Tatum play that bad again, ever. So you could say Boston hit all their shots. Great. They didn't shoot 90% from 3. They shot 50% from 3. The Warriors shot 45% from 3. The bottom line is that Boston is very good. If you look at Horford and a lot of these guys, they're very good at shooting open threes. And 90% of those threes were wide fucking open, standing in a corner with no one near them. So if you're not going to guard anyone, those threes are going to go down at a 70% rate.
Listen, I want the Celtics to win. I have 2 futures on them over 2,000. I hope that they win. But I'm going to tell you right now, Horford is never going to have a game like that again. The rest of
he's had 5 of them in the playoffs already,
and then he has 1, and he doesn't do it again.
Right, but he does that all the time. He's not
going to shoot 6 for 8 from 3 again, and White's not going to go 5 for 8 from 3 again.
Okay, so just to show
that
you,
leaves the rest of the team nothing.
Okay, so just to show you,
2 players. Well, Two players won them that fourth quarter.
Bill, this is what people need to just stop looking at a box score and analyze. Out of these 3 teams, the Bucks, the Heat, and the Nets.
You can't analyze this game, Tommy, because if you told me that the game wasn't over, and
Bill, I don't care about the results.
You can't tell me that you are fucking analyzing it, but you were on the phone with me telling me the game was over.
Bill, the game was over going into the fourth.
Okay, yes. So then you can't analyze the other side.
Of course you can.
What was
because you were
wrong last night, but now you get to analyze it? You were right?
Bill, did I not think the Celtics would win the game before the game?
Yeah, and then you're on the phone with me.
And then I had a fourth quarter.
You said the game was over.
Right. Now what you just said was that Horford can't hit threes like that again. And that's wrong, because there's only 2 teams in the
Stop betting.
Stop. Let me finish my point. So there's 3 teams that they played so far, right, Bill? Milwaukee, elite defensive team, correct? Answer.
They're all right.
Heat, a very good defensive team, correct?
Yep.
Nets, a horrific defensive team, correct?
Awful.
Okay. Horford in the Heat series. He had 1 for 6 from 3, 1 for 6 from 3, 1 for 3 from 3. Horford in the Bucks series, 0 for 2, 0 for 4, 0 for 2. Had 2 big games there at the beginning. Horford versus the Nets, shot 65% from 3 for the series. If you leave Horford open, he hits every 3. If he's guarded, he misses every 3. Last night, he was open in the corner. by himself the whole fucking game. The dude shot 65% from three against the Nets. He shot 66% from three the last 4 games of the regular season. He shot 40% from three in March. This is a dude who you cannot leave open in the fucking corner. So, yes, Horford is going to do that every time unless they move people onto him. Is he going to shoot 6 for 8? No, he might shoot 4 for 8, but he's going to shoot 50% on open threes, without a doubt. So that's a problem, Bill. So when you say that that's never going to happen again, unless they change their defense, it is going to happen again. What's never going to happen again is fucking Tatum shooting 3 for 18. That's the point I was trying to make.
We'll see.
I mean, listen, he shot 65% from three for a whole series against the Nets. So this guy can do that. The difference yesterday, Bill, was who? What do you think the big difference in the game was? What do you think if you had to point at 2 things that really were the defining factors of that game last night, what do you think it was? And there's no right or wrong answer here. I'm not baiting you.
Not shooting any threes and after the first quarter.
Okay, I agree with that.
2. And White going 5 for 8 from 3 was a big fucking difference.
That may not happen again, right?
When his threes were 1.5 plus 175.
Mm-hmm. No, that I agree with. I mean, he did play 32 minutes, so he got a lot more run.
Plus 1,500, 5 threes. That's crazy. So that's
you want me to tell you
could say probably won't happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I think the difference now. I had a shit ton of props on Marcus Smart, right?
So, yeah, but when 2 of your players who are their threes are 1.5 each.
Oh yeah,
expecting them to hit 1, right? So that's 2 threes, and they make 11.
Right.
When they're supposed to hit 2. There's
right. I mean, you could also say Jaylen Brown.
Big difference there.
I know, but you could also say Jaylen Brown and Tatum were 3 for 13 from 3.
Yeah, but Tatum's not a big 3 point.
He is. He hits about 3 a game.
3, okay, but
3 or 4.
Okay, that's
not. Here's what happened in that game. So going into the game, I said Marcus Smart is going to dominate. He's going to take this game over. He's going to be the X factor. Marcus Smart. Without Marcus Smart at the beginning of that game, Bill, I think you'll agree, they're probably down 30 and they never get back in it, right? Marcus Smart kept them in it in the first quarter into the second quarter. He had 3 3-pointers and like 14 points at the beginning, hitting all the big threes. And then in the second half, it was White, Pritchard, and Smart, right? Like Jaylen Brown obviously helped them a lot, but White and Pritchard filled that role. The bottom line is for the Warriors, they give up. Again, I don't have my notes with me to cleaning ladies here, but the Warriors give up the 2nd most points and the 3rd most threes in the entire NBA to guards, especially point guards. So when you're looking at Smart going out and guys like White and Pritchard bringing up the ball, especially White becomes that statistic. So now when White's playing, he played way more minutes than we thought. I thought Smart was going to get 40 and White was going to get 20. White actually played more than Smart. But that point guard position of White and Smart, which was the one I targeted, which is the reason I targeted Smart, ended up scoring fucking 40 points and going 9 for 15 from 3. So analytically, you can say that's the problem with the Warriors. Well, Steph can't guard anyone.
I mean, that's the reason I put out White's points.
You had White, I had Smart. Right.
And I had White's threes over 1.5.
And I had
75.
We nailed it. That's what I'm saying. We nailed it. You went White. I went Smart. We both hit their threes. We both hit their point. I mean, we had it all.
I think Aber was on White's points, rebounds, and assists.
And Aber was on Smart too. So, I mean, listen, that's the problem with the fucking Warriors. And that's why I say Steph is so fucking overrated. Because no one looks at the defensive end. If you're dropping 38 and giving up 40, how effective are you in that situation? So I think
he's got to shoot more.
You have to drop 50 in that game. Steph had to drop 50 in that game. You scored 25 in the first quarter. You got to at least get to 40, 45. You can't end that game at 34 points. Especially when he, like you said, Bill, the best point you made, it's not like he was missing them.
No.
He shot 50% from 3. He shot 50% from the field. He was missing
Everybody was taking his under yesterday on his points.
We had his over, yeah.
Everyone was taking his under. And without that big quarter, they were right. They pretty much nailed it for 3 quarters.
I mean, I think it's the other way around. I mean, I think with if he doesn't disappear and start shooting in the second half, they're fucking twice as wrong. But either way, my analysis of it, which I posted on Twitter, was that the secondary players for the Warriors are going to really struggle this series. I watched it with the Nets. The Celtics at the end of games are going to clamp down on your star. They fucking clamped down on Durant. They couldn't do it with Butler, which is just more impressive about what Butler did. But they did it with Milwaukee. They did it to the Nets. So they're going to clamp down on Steph and take him away at the end of games. And you need your secondary guys to produce, but their secondary defenders are really good. I said the role players, the secondary guys aren't going to do shit. Clay had 15. Looney had 4. Draymond had 4. The whole bench, I think, had 18 points combined. And then you had Wiggins, who had a good game, dropped 20 points. But I don't know, man. I don't see what's going to change here. I mean, I could see the Warriors winning game 2, obviously. But how the fuck are the Warriors going to win this series? I don't see any way.
Listen, I'm on the Celtics, so.
Are you still on it?
I mean, I have a future, yeah, of course.
No, but you're still just as confident, if not more?
I mean, why wouldn't I be after that game?
Right. Well, I mean, thinking that they, should have been blowing them out, if that was your thought process.
Yeah, no, I liked the Warriors last night. I thought they were going to win. And
Yeah.
it would have been a hedge to me anyway, but.
By the way, guys, hit Rudd. What's it, Rudd? Casper Rudd. Hit Rudd minus 160 in tennis. Rackets put it out this morning. He's down a set. He's up 5-3 in the second. Casper Rudd. I threw it in the sheet there too. Let me change that to 160 live. Casper Rudd. He's down a set. Minus 160. Yeah. What do you think, Bill? How many games?
I still think it goes 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I would love for them to sweep them. So,
I don't want them to sweep them just because I want more props.
Yeah, I want more of it too. But I would love for them to sweep them. I don't have to. That'd be less games I have to hedge, less money I have to give back.
Yeah.
But I probably 6 or 7 to be honest.
I came into it just not understanding. I haven't been big on Boston all year like you were. I admit that 100%. I underrated them. But after watching what they did to the Nets and how they just manhandled them, like that's the closest comp to the Warriors of the teams they've played. So very curious to see. We did a great job with the props and we got fucked on all of them. I had Steph Curry 35 points plus 360. We missed that by a point. I missed like 4 plus 900s by like a point, like just something ridiculous. But still, we were right on everything. Pretty much nailed the whole entire game, top to bottom, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Hopefully 6 more times throughout these playoffs here. Let's do 1 or 2 headlines before we get right to it because I know we're deep in.
Yeah. First headline is please like the video. We got 105 people in here and 85 likes. Second headline will be that Joey Gallo is trending on Twitter because of how bad he is. I have some stats here. His last 2 years with the Yankees, he has 318 at-bats, 167 batting average, 18 home runs, 29 RBIs, and 144 strikeouts.
It's we said it from the beginning. I didn't want Joey Gallo from the beginning. I was begging for lefties, and I didn't even want Joey Gallo. Bill, you'll admit I was more happy over Carpenter, right? Everyone was ripping Carpenter. I was like, I kind of like the Carpenter move, and he's been great. Like the Yankees just don't know what type of lefties to bring in. Bring in little.
He hasn't been great. He has 3.
He's got 3 home runs already.
Well, that's just 3 hits.
I mean, it's fine, but I mean, Gallo's got 5, or whatever the fuck he has. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think I said with Carpenter, he'll be great little pinch hitter. Throw him in there, utility guy for some days.
Yeah, he's only going to get at bats now because Stanton's out.
And but that's fine.
He'll be a pitch hitter off the bench.
Yeah, great.
You'll bring him in. He'll either strike out or hit a home run.
Yeah, and you know what? He's basically free. And the thing is, if you look at his home runs, he only would have had 1 if it wasn't Yankee Stadium. 2 of them barely got over the wall.
That's why they brought him in.
Right, and that's what I said. You take a player like Carpenter,
now Cano is a free agent too. So.
I just don't like his work ethic. But you take a player like Carpenter, who's a bag of shit anywhere except on the Yankees, where he's below average. Like that's all he is, below average. But he's better than he would be anywhere else. That's what the Yankees.
I want the Yankees
find value.
To get rid of Gallo anyway. I think he's
Gallo's a disaster.
My
favorite.
Let him go anywhere. Just let him go.
My favorite thing, Bill. Someone tweeted on Twitter yesterday. Gallo has driven in 2 human beings this year. So he has, 5 home runs, 7 RBIs, or 7 home runs, 9 RBIs, whatever it is. But like everyone he's driven in was himself outside of 2. He has 2 more RBIs than home runs. And he has had 91 opportunities, I think, to drive people in.
Oh, he stopped up there again yesterday with bases loaded. And he's just completely lost at the plate. He's just closing his eyes and just hoping he makes contact.
You can bring Ghost in, by the way.
He left.
He left?
He can't make contact.
Is he coming back?
I hope so. I'll text him.
Did you shoot him a text?
He can't make contact. He can't. He's awful. He's awful.
I mean, listen, and that's why I want to bring Ghost in.
And it's leading into his fielding.
Yeah.
The guy was like a Gold Glove player out there.
Yep.
Years ago, and now it's like he's dropping fly balls.
Listen, it all leaks over.
Cost me that game with Stan when he didn't dive with Chapman.
How is he batting 6th? I mean, dude, the projected lineup for today has him 6th.
I mean, the Phillies got pissed off and they fired Girardi. Was it Girardi's fault how bad that team has been?
I said Girardi was one of the worst managers in the history of baseball when he was in the Yankees.
I think it has a lot to do with their front office. Their hitting's not the problem. It's their fucking relief pitching. The relief pitching has been shit for how many years?
Yeah.
We saw the Mets come back from 8 down on them. The relief pitching is garbage. It's been garbage for how many years? It's still garbage. They don't fix the fucking thing. Every year it's something new. Yeah. Oh, they got this guy. They're going to be better. They brought him up. They're going to be better. They got him on free agent. They're going to be better. They're not.
Yeah, they're never going to be better. So, yeah, fuck Girardi. He's trash. I'm just mad we replaced him.
He'll sign on somewhere else, though.
Listen, he's got a good personality. He's a former catcher, and he won World Series, so people think he's good, but he's fucking trash. I hate hiring managers because
I don't understand, like, if the Yankees are – I don't know if they're being blackmailed by Beltran or they feel that they have to.
I told you they're being blackmailed, 100%.
What's going on? But him being up there by all my thing is not helping that man get another job in baseball. He's a complete moron.
My conspiracy theory that I told you.
Who the hell? And the Mets were going to hire this guy as their manager?
He's the worst. He's the worst.
He's awful.
Let's do this. Tuesday's show. Make a note, Evan, for headlines for Tuesday. We're going into my Beltran conspiracy.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He's garbage.
Don't go into it. Don't go into it now because I want to save it because I have a big conspiracy on this and you have a lot of hot takes on it. He's fucking absolutely atrocious. But yes, Beltran, we'll do that Tuesday.
Well, and the Yankees can't find someone better in the booth.
No, I'll tell you why on Tuesday. Tune in. This is called the tease, Bill.
And like, what are they? Why? What happened to Cone and fucking?
No, we finished the tease. We're not going to go into it more.
We're teasing Tuesday.
We're teasing Tuesday.
Where is Cone?
Where is Cone? Find out Tuesday. This is how you do it. Find out Tuesday where David Cone is. There you go. Find out.
Paul O'Neill.
Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll tell you where Paul O'Neill is.
I want to know now, though.
Dude, will this sex bot get the fuck out of the
chat? There's like 7 of them, bro. I'm banning them all. They just keep coming back.
Fucking love me. God. Jesus.
Ah, man. Guys, DM me. DM me privately.
All right. So let's go to is Ghost coming or no?
Yeah, so he said he told you he needed to come on early. And no, if you want him to do it, you can call him. He'll do it over the phone. But
call him over the phone?
You have to go.
What does he got to do?
Oh, there you guys are.
What do you have going on in your life that's so fucking important that you can't be on?
Because I'm not allowed to go out. I got to sit at my desk and computer 24 hours a day.
Oh, I mean, Jesus Christ. Just fucking go on your phone and fucking turn the camera off if you're naked cranking it to fucking whatever show you're watching. Idiot. What do you got to say? Did he just hang up?
Dynamite dropped it.
My phone died. My phone died.
I mean, don't you ever charge your fucking phone?
Bill, I don't charge phones. I just buy other ones. So luckily for me, I have multiple phones. So let's get them on the bat phone.
Charge it.
Tell me your died on top of it.
My phone died, yeah. My phone doesn't even want to fucking talk to you.
40 minutes, listen to you two. You're talking about the Celtics and the Warriors.
Well, can you guys hear him okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what do you have to say that's so fucking prophetic?
We got 3 things to touch on. We could touch on the game last night. We could touch on the game tonight. And we could touch on a play that I think is still out there that it's not too late to jump on if you missed it last show.
All right, so let's
Touch
start.
on yourself.
Yeah, why don't you stop touching on yourself and get on the show so I don't have to do it over the phone. But let's talk. What did you think about last night's game?
First period was great. Both goaltenders looked like they showed up. Both offenses seemed to be clicking. Second period came, and the Oilers just died. I don't know what happened to them. They looked so disinterested. They couldn't put it together. They were switching up lines. It took the Avs 2 minutes to score 3 goals and then just shut down the game the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I don't think either team looked good. I don't even think that this was a good defensive battle between two teams. I think they just both looked like shit. The Avs were able to take advantage, and then from there, they were able to shut the rest of the game down and not have to do anything. They got in the Oilers' head. They really outplayed them. They outsmarted them, at least mentally. I wouldn't even say physically or skill-wise yesterday. It was just a horrible game all around.
And you guys can hear this fine, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was very disappointing for me personally, my over 1.5 goals per period, because that first period, like you said, everyone's going to be like, how do you say it was a great period when it was 0-0? I mean, they had 25 chances. It was.
Well, that's the funny thing. We were in the chat room last night sweating the game. And honestly, after the 0-0 first period, I had no worry in the world.
None, yeah. I hit it again at 4.5.
Yeah, I said to them, guys, we're going to get a bunch of goals this period. Just relax. We got 3 in the first 5 minutes of the period.
There was still 15 minutes left of the period.
Yep. Very disappointing. But after those 3 goals were scored, the game just fell apart. The Oilers were gone. Once the first period was over, the Oilers were gone. Now, just to add on that, the reason why I switched to the Oilers last night, but we put the team total. Mike Smith's been a good goalie the second half of the year. They've played terrible every game one
Keep
of every
doing
round.
it.
Remember, they lost to the Kings. They got smoked by the Flames in the first game, giving up.
Unabomber.
The Avs too. So I knew he was going to rebound a little bit. I liked it.
Unabomber with the hoodie on.
But the offense just did nothing. The defense was horrible around them.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. That was very frustrating. You could say it was because the Oilers fell apart. I and Bill will say it's because of the faction took control, because 2 days ago was the only day of the entire year that hockey had a day to itself. There was no NBA Finals. There was baseball that no one cared about. And all anyone got to watch was a 16-goal Oiler Avalanche game. And then all of a sudden, this is the best part when he's on the phone. As he's trying to cut me off, I just hold him over here. He's still talking. Yeah, I'm just ignoring him. So I'm not done yet. You're in my hands now. So all of a sudden, 16 goals 2 days ago. Everyone who never bets hockey is jumping on the over. It's fucking everywhere. Everyone's on it. And the game. Bill, what did I tell you the score would be before the game?
3-2.
3-2. I go watch this. Guaranteed 3-2 faction game. And it ends 4-0. Go on, Ghost, whatever you were saying when I put you.
I was saying, go back and check the schedule of the Flames Oilers game, and if there were no other games on in that round on that day, then maybe you have something to it. But, I don't believe in any of that stuff. And if that was the case, I wouldn't play it. But
You don't believe in any of that stuff, but you believe in retrograde. I know that.
My own version.
Your own version. So someone said my audio's gone?
No, I hear
Oh,
you.
it's iconic. Ignore it. Probably just ate a mushroom. There's the Unabomber. All right, Ghost, what do we think of tonight?
So tonight, I got to be honest, I'm leading the Lightning tonight. It's tough because I'm very worried for the Rangers right now. They have yet to lead at any point of a series in the first 2 rounds, and now they open up with game 1 with a convincing, embarrassing win for the Lightning. We know how the Lightning like to rebound. 18 straight wins following a loss, I believe it is, the last 3 years, this year included. I'm leaning the Lightning tonight. I don't know how I'm going to wind up playing it. In terms of the play that I gave out last show, I was on the Lightning Oilers over 5.5 series bet. Barstool is still offering that play at -200, and even at -200, that's a phenomenal price on.
Did you say Minus?
What's that?
Did you say minus?
Minus 200.
I thought you said minus the second time.
No.
Right.
But that line should be minus 400 or 500. They priced for 5.5 minus 150 before the series, expecting the Lightning to win. So they were worried that the Rangers wouldn't be able to win 2 games of the series. You can't do a 5.5 series bet. Both teams need to win 2 games. You win the bet. The Rangers have a winning hand already. The only way that we're going to lose that 5.5 series bet is if the Rangers win 3 of the next 4 games, or the Lightning come out and win the next 4 straight. For either of those things to happen, it's a much higher price than the minus 200. So if you missed it last show, I still think you should get on it. And even if you got it last show, I wouldn't mind adding a little to it now.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you on the Celtics. I just put it in the article, E. I think the Celtics is the same way. I mean, you're getting the Celtics at minus 160 to 180, depending on your book right now. If you're not fucking hammering that, you're insane.
That's what made me look to the series, thinking that realizing I should have played the Celtics Warriors over 5.5. To me, those are the best bets in all of betting. Over 5.5 series bets, they're just few and far between and when you could play them, and you got to know when to play them. But in terms of value on them, I think it's the best bet. Betting 2 teams in a playoff series to only have to win 2 games.
Yep. Yeah. No, it works a lot. I got a little fucked last night because I told Bill before the series I'm all in on the Celtics to win this championship. I just thought if the Warriors are going to win a game and come out and do some thumping, it would be possibly game 1. So I was praying that the Warriors maybe could steal game 1, and then I can go get phenomenal value on the Celtics. But I'm still taking that minus 160 all day. So today, do you have any official plays yet for the hockey?
I don't. I will tweet it out when I decide. So make sure you guys are following me. Turn alerts on if you don't want to miss it. I'm leaning Lightning. It's just very hard for me to pull the trigger on it right now. I love the 2.5 team total. I think it's minus 140 or 160. Tonight should be a low-scoring game. I don't see either way that the Rangers come out and put up 6 goals again. You have 2 of the best goalies in the league going head-to-head. I told you the Lightning layoff from the sweep last round was going to hurt them, and it did. We get back to normal tonight, 3-2 type game. I'm leaning the Lightning only because it's very tough for me to see the Rangers going up 2-0 on a team like that.
You're in the same situation I'm going to be in, and probably Bill, on tomorrow with the Celtics, where it's like, I thought this team was going to win the series. They did better than I thought game 1, and now, I don't think they're going to sweep, so this is probably the game maybe they lose. So it's like, just kind of stay away and hunt down some props, right?
Yeah, I still think the Rangers win the series. I said it before the series started. I was on it. It's just this 1-0 series lead is really worrying me about them.
All right. Well, I am actually going to put out a hockey play because fuck you if you're not going to fucking put your chest to it. I'm going with the Rangers tonight, Bill Rupp. Who you like?
Good call.
I love putting Bill on the spot for hockey. Great job, Bill.
I have a picture looking down at his phone while I'm talking right now, so they had no clue I was coming.
And none. That's why I like springing on him when he's not paying attention. I don't know why. I think
that Ranger game.
But why would you think the Rangers would lose tonight at home? If they're anything, they're going to lose on the road. No.
I think it's going to be a 4-2 Rangers series win. So you got to pick and choose where the Lightning are going to win their 2 games. I think tonight's a game where they really have a high chance of coming out and sealing it. Kind of like the Panthers-Washington game. I could see a split each way. I don't know. That's why I haven't decided yet. But you could still play the Lightning team total without them winning the game. That's why I think it might be one of the safer bets. So
all right.
Play the Ranger money line with the Lightning team total. And if you play that, you can even jump on the over the game because you can get it at 5.
All right. We will talk to you later, you little fuck.
Sounds good. See you guys Tuesday.
All right. See you next Tuesday, cunt. All right. Silly Billy Rupp, you got anything you like for hockey today? I know Ghost is going to end up having some shot props and some parlays and shit like that coming out for this game, I'm sure. But how do you see this going if you had to make a prediction?
I got the Rangers future, so I don't know. Maybe the Lightning. I don't really know yet. I don't know. It's a toss-up. It's going to have to be later for me.
All right.
I'm going to have to look into some shot stuff, too. Maybe some goal scorers. Same guys usually been scoring for the Rangers, too, so I might be able to get something on that. But
right.
nothing right now.
All right. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. We'll give a bet or two out here. What are you thinking? How do you think this goes? You think the Warriors get one back here?
I don't know. I mean, it could be a sweep, like I'm saying. But I don't know. Listen,
NBA won't let that happen. The NBA will jump in and fix it if they have to.
Yeah, I guess you might be right.
Yeah, they're not going to let that. They're not going to let their fucking franchise. I think the NBA might sweep in and fucking take the series over to make the Warriors win it. But yeah, there's no way they're letting that happen.
Yeah, you might be right.
What about any props? Anything you're going to be targeting? Not going to give them all out. Going to make you guys sign up for Sunday.
They don't have anything for White yet, so I'll be looking at his again, but none of his is up. They only have starters listed so far. So that's really, and then first quarter stuff again, I'll be targeting that. Steph Curry over rebounds, over assists, first quarter. Those are just easy money. I was waiting to see how he would do in the first quarter, and he hit both. So I'll be on those again.
I'm pretty pissed off that he had the first quarter he had because I had the first quarter over points. Right now it's 8.5 plus money. So I'm putting that out right now. Steph over 8.5 first quarter points plus 105. The Draymond one I think is minus. That's an alt line there. I'm pissed that he went so crazy because now I think everyone in the fucking world's going to bet it and it's going to lose. So I just hate when anything's popular, as I refer to it as popular props. But I don't know, Bill, everyone's going to hit it. Is it going to lose now, the first quarter points?
Probably.
I mean, it has to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to. So fuck all you people who are about to go bet it and ruin our fun. But I am going back to Draymond Green over 13.5 rebounds and assists. It's already up to 14.5 plus money on FanDuel. That was my big play that I saw coming in. It was the first player I identified. It's going to be easy money all series. This thing's going to be 15.5, 16.5 by the end of the series. So whenever you see it under that, just skull fuck it. So I like the Draymond Green overs. And then I'm going right back to Marcus Smart. I mean, Marcus Smart's fucking threes, 2.5 plus money. That position, they can't guard the fucking point guards. So that's Marcus Smart over 2.5 threes plus 115. I see that will be my plays there. No play on the game. I'm just going to watch the game, not betting the side. Didn't bet a side yesterday, not betting a side today. We already gave you guys a plus 1.5 Celtics series bet on here, I believe. So you should already have that. Let's move over to MLB real quick before we get to the UFC. Mr. Rupp, NASCAR, nothing NASCAR today. We're looking tomorrow for that.
Yeah, tomorrow.
All right, what do we got going on this weekend?
All three.
You got all three going on? All right, good. So you guys want to get over there for that. We'll be killing NASCAR as usual like we do every year. Baseball today. Don't love this slate, Bill.
Yeah, look at the one game. Look at the one game that is very strange on the odds. Can you pick it out?
Let me see.
I thought was just ridiculous.
One game that was very strange on the odds. I would say Colorado. No, they've been sucking. The Mets?
Nope.
I'm trying to think which ones of these I think would be weird.
Very weird.
Very weird? Not Toronto. Not Philly. Not Baltimore. Not Yankees. Not Pittsburgh is now Merrill Kelly. Washington line seems fine. I don't like the Giants being minus 150 in that game.
Bet them all but this game.
And then really, I said everyone but that game.
Yep.
Tampa?
No.
Texas?
No.
Milwaukee?
Holy fuck!
You said I said them all. I'm reading on today.
Said everyone but this game.
I mean, I like the Astros minus 130.
The Astros.
All right.
How is it 130?
I don't know. Yeah, it does look trappy.
You have a first place team against one of the worst teams in baseball right now, and it's minus 130?
It does look trappy. I'm not going to lie. I skipped over that.
Singer's been good. Like, he had two good
Singer's been very, very good. That's the thing.
Good games, but the best team in baseball?
I mean, listen, Singer hasn't given up an earned run in 2 of his last 3 starts, gave up 3. Yeah, but again, he was playing Minnesota and the White Sox.
Yeah.
Though. So, yeah, seems like a complete trap. Are we going to fall into it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Very weird.
We have to, right?
I mean,
just take the bait. You can't turn that down. I don't know how I skipped that game. I didn't even analyze that game somehow. That game fell. Oh, you know why? Because I did it up until the Rangers game. Because I looked at the late slate and I was like, not touching Dodgers, Mets. I don't fuck with Oakland and Boston, either of those teams. And Colorado and Coors, I'm just doing a total. So that game slipped because it's 8-11. I went up to 8-06. So that game fell into no man's.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
Yeah, that line is crazy. Jesus. What do we do here?
I don't know.
It seems like it's just a fucking bear trap that we're about to walk into and gets our heads.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I might have to just walk into it because I'm not I'm not going to pass up the Astros minus 130 against one of the worst teams in baseball.
I mean, that's crazy. I'm going to have to dive into the Astros have won 4 in a row too. It's not like they're a cold team. You know, I may go the under on this. Maybe I go the under on that one. Because the only way Kansas City stays even remotely close in this game is if, I mean, your kitty's not that good, but the only way they stay close is if this game stays low. If this becomes a offensive fest here, the Astros are going to outslug them. So, and every Astro game pretty much goes under. Right?
Yeah. I mean, they scored like 5. They scored 3, 5, 2.
So the total's here. I got it right here. So the total's 9.
2.
All right. So the total's 9. Here's the last.
They're not a big scoring team.
Well, no, 5-1 under, 5-1 under, 3-0 under, 2-1 under, 5-2 under, 6-1 under. Now this isn't under the listed total. This would be under 9. Guardians game 7-3 went over. Under, push. So literally every single game the Astros have played the last 14 games have been
every game in May except for
the Guardians game.
No, there was 2, 3, 4, let's say 5 games out of all of the May games went under.
Yeah.
Except for 5. 5 went over, all the rest under.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to go the under there. I may even alt that up a little bit and put it in a parlay with something. But so what other games do you like today? So let me put that in, actually. I'm going to do that.
The slate is awful.
Do Astros under.
I'll be looking for the total team totals over in Colorado. Didn't hit that yet. I had Colorado in a parlay, but I'll be looking for both of those team totals today. So I'll be doing something with both of those.
Okay.
That game I'm not betting.
I like the Colorado too. In this situation, 70-degree weather, 10-mile-per-hour wind blowing out in Colorado. It's been really cold there. They're a little late to warm up, obviously, out there in Denver. But once that weather starts, even you don't need 80, 90 degrees in Colorado. You just need like 65, 70. Just because a lot of times it's like 45 and 50. So.
I do like the Yankees today, but I'm not laying 350. I mean, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't even put them in this parlay piece.
No. I mean, the Tigers are really bad, and the Yankees have been good, and Erod sucks, but yeah.
Yeah, I may do something with the Yankees team total, something like that. Parlay that with the Colorado over, and maybe bump the Kansas City Houston game up, and then add that in a parlay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the Dodgers are coming out to I think that's part of the reason why they fucking got swept by the Pirates. Look ahead to the fucking Mets series, kind of, NL.
Yeah, another very low-scoring game last night for that. Lindor being out of that lineup is huge.
With his fake finger.
Yeah, so that's I don't like that. With him not in, I can't bet that team. He's good. Plus, he was on an RBI streak.
And you're looking at a team like the Mets, who we said needed one more bat. So you take a bat out.
Yeah, huge, especially him. He's a big RBI guy on that team.
Have the Mets had any injuries?
Well, their pitching staff.
No, I mean outside on their offense. I'm saying.
Yeah, minor.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. They've stayed very healthy offensively.
Look, Yankees.
What?
Yankees haven't had any either. Yankees just Stanton, really.
Yeah, I mean, Yankees haven't had anything drastic compared to years past at all. No, they will though. The Yankees.
Stanton's the only one.
But the Yankees could weather it, I think, on some level because they have enough there. I don't know if the Mets could weather like Alonso going down. I think but Tommy, they play such a bad
bad. Their division is so
Their
bad.
division does suck.
I mean, let's just get past this fucking. We're finishing up this home. We were home and now we're going out on the West Coast. Let's finish this Dodgers series up and then fucking get back to normal. The Dodgers one of the best teams in baseball.
I mean, Dodgers just got swept by Pittsburgh. They're not good.
Still one of the best teams in baseball.
You know, Mookie Betts has as many home runs as Muncy, Freeman, and like 4 of their best hitters, Bellinger and someone else combined. Their team sucks right now.
No, they don't.
They're winning.
4-17. They're not.
They're winning, but their offense sucks right now. If you look at the numbers, dude, Freddie Freeman has 4 home runs. Bellinger can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Well,
Muncy's the coldest player in
baseball. What team in baseball's offense is killing?
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that I don't know if this is a thing to say the Dodgers are definitely going to win the World Series once their players start hitting, or if it's to say maybe their team's falling off at the same time. But either way, not too many other bets that I'm going to have on this game from on this day for baseball from a side perspective. I do think there's value on the Marlins there. I'm going to do Marlins plus 1.5. So Marlins.
Go ahead.
No, that's on the game total there, Evan. Yeah, Marlins plus 1.5 minus 130. Listen, I'm the biggest Giants fucking boner backer in the world. This team can't fucking hit right now. I mean, this team can't get out of their own way. It's a low total on the game. Alex Cobb isn't that threatening, even though he's good. I could see this being a very low scoring game, 3-2, 4-3 type victory. But I can't believe I'm saying it. It's my first bet of the year, I think. I'm actually betting against the Giants. So they will undoubtedly dominate today. But I think getting the 1.5 there is worth the value there.
What to do? The Mets this is a big stretch for the Mets. This is the one where you should have said this is how the Mets are going to determine their.
Well, this
run. If they play their 4 at the Dodgers, then 3 in San Diego, 3 against the Angels, and then they're back home for the Brewers. So that stretch there, they're playing every team basically who's in first place.
Yeah.
I mean, San Diego's right there, right out of first. But you're playing all first place teams.
Yeah, they'll win about 3 games out of this.
This is going to be the stretch where they're going to see what they're made of, and they need Lindor back. So, Lindor, chop the finger off, do what you got to do.
You're fucking fine, dude. You can't miss a game because you got your finger stuck in a door. If it's that bad, then you're out for weeks. You're either fine or you're out for weeks. I mean, what does it hurt a little bit? Get in the fucking lineup. Like, dude, if you're smashing your finger in a door, you're either closing the door on your finger or you just hurt your finger a little. One or the other. Let's get some UFC here. We got Mike here.
On his way.
All right.
Hot and sideways? No.
There he is. Looking tan, looking nice. Fucking hair.
What's up?
Looking good. Looking straight.
Coming in
I'm straight.
Coming in like a champ.
He is
There
straight.
we are. What's up? Let's go.
Well,
Well,
I would just tilt that
Golden
down a
State
tiny
Warriors.
bit. What'd you say?
That Golden State Warrior, I have to chime in like Ghost did. The Golden State Warriors game was the biggest collapse I've ever seen. They all should be ashamed of themselves. Steve Kerr in the huddle was telling his team, it's okay. We're down 3 at home. We're in a great spot. Like, I mean, 0. I can't even believe what I saw. If you could ask me how it turned around like that, I couldn't even tell you. And I watched the game.
Well, I mean, that's the one thing I will say. I don't know how the fuck the Warriors gave that up by the 4th quarter. I gave up at the end of the 3rd.
Crazy.
That was the point when I said, all right, this game's over.
And
then once they ran on
the whole game up until the end a little bit.
There was only about fucking six minutes of that game totally where I thought the game was over. And then once the Boston cut it to 5, I was like, oh, they're winning this. If they played this, Tatum played this bad, and Warriors, they should be embarrassed. Steve Kerr's a terrible coach. He's a terrible coach. He's been a terrible coach. He just took over Mark Jackson's team. Mark Jackson did all the work. And then we can go into a conspiracy.
It's interesting to hear Mark Jackson talk about the team, in the pregame and everything. I like to listen to that take, being that he has coached there and whatnot. But, I don't want to spend too much time on basketball. I know you already did it, but I had to chime in because I was blown away by it.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, I have a whole.
But good picks with the Draymond Green again. So you always find those angles. That's great.
It's going to be our new. That's going to be our new.
What did the Curry one go? Like 6-0 or 5-0?
Yeah, never lost. One every game.
Crazy. Crazy.
Draymond one's going to win too until they bump it to like 17.5.
Right,
What are we looking at in UFC this weekend, Mike?
One thing to add, that game isn't until Sunday, not tomorrow.
I know, it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. UFC, we had a week off. It was a good little break to refresh and makes you excited to dive back into the card. We have a 14-fight card tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock, so it's an afternoon game. So I like those cards. It's a fun day of betting UFC, and then you got obviously baseball, hockey, everything. I have a lot of bets for tomorrow, and today I'm going to give you two that I feel very comfortable in. One's an underdog bet here that I feel strong on. So I'm going to have to bury the lead, and I'm going to start with the first bet here. I mean, national headlines. I'm not even talking about just MMA websites. Like I turn on my computer and it's on that little Yahoo page about a UFC newcomer who, forged certificates, forged his record, changed his last name. I mean, crazy, crazy story about his record. But at the end of the day, you have a big power puncher who is training at American Top Team, and he is skilled. Big power in his hands, and he can throw Van Damme spinning head kicks.
Does he dip his gloves in glass?
No, he doesn't do that. But at the end of the day, he is an intimidating fighter, a good striker, power everywhere. But I think Menafield is going to be the more complete fighter here. So I think that you only have one lane for the newcomer to win. Hold on one second. I want to pronounce his name correctly.
He's going against the Ukrainian.
Makharov. Oscar Makharov.
Ukrainian, Tommy, a Ukrainian.
All 12 of his losses that are now official are all inside the distance. So if you're going to pretty up your record and you still have 12 losses all by finish, I mean, it's pretty damn bad. And if you look at his victories, they're all in the first round pretty much. But Menafield has 7 fights in the UFC, and most of his wins are in the first round. So you have like 2 killer be killed fighters. I think Menafield is the more complete fighter, 7 UFC fights experience. I think he could even surprise everybody and possibly even pull off a submission. Askar's been subbed 6 or 8 times himself, but I like this bet and I found a great line. So I got Menafield, and it's still available right now live. I'm looking at it on MGM inside the distance. The way they list it is KO, TKO, DQ, and submission at only minus 130. Now, he's over 200 on the fight. And I didn't want to really narrow my lane and play him by knockout because I really do think he could pull off a Hail Mary sub. So then I looked at the inside the distance, and I found the best line out of everywhere I can see. So I hit it that way. Alonzo Menafield to win inside the distance technically, but it's listed KO, TKO, disqualification, submission. I don't see that fight lasting long. And like I mentioned, Menafield is the more complete fighter and could also pull off a submission. Now, that's a straight bet. And then my second bet I'm going to give here is also a straight bet, and it's an underdog bet. And for me, it's one of those bets that just kind of doesn't make sense to me. It is the main event. I mean, Biggie Boy.
Oh, yes, thank God. I'm glad you're saying this.
I
don't understand the line.
I'm a little shocked at the line, but let's talk about it even from a technical standpoint. I mean, who is Volkov, right? He's 6'7". He fights behind a good jab, and he has only lost to, top of the division fighters. But when you really even peel it back further than that, and you look at Biggie Boy here, there's only a 5-inch height difference, 6'7" to 6'2", but there's only a 2-inch reach disadvantage or advantage, no matter where you're looking at it. So Rosenstruck can get in on him. Now, to me, Volkov has been taken down, can be taken down, and isn't a threat offensively wrestling in this fight. And he's going to look to stay behind the good jab. But it's not even like Rosenstruck, who only has 3 career losses ever. And they're to friggin' Francis and Gagne, both champions, and Curtis Blades, the number 1 challenger. And the thing that I really like about this is their common opponent also of Gagne. Gagne, who is well-rounded, decided he had to take down Rosenstruck 2 times when they fought, which meant he didn't want to stand with him, right? And he didn't attempt any takedowns per se on Volkov. It is a little unique take and an angle to look at. But then when you really dive in, and me being a fan of the sport, I know Rosenstruck was a decorated, K1 champion, and he comes not from bullshit circuits, Dutch kickboxing. I mean, the best there is. And he had a career where he was 76-9, 64 knockouts. I mean, so you're going to tell me, and against the guy who has no threat of wrestling like Curtis Blades and Gagne, or the power per se of an Ngannou, Those are his only 3 losses in MMA. And then he had 85 fights in kickboxing and only lost 9. I'll take him in a kickboxing match. At an underdog price. Fuck, so I like that. And I also think he can offensively wrestle. I think he's maturing as an MMA fighter. And Volkov was taken down 14 times by Curtis Blades. Right?
Volkov,
and Biggie Boy only a handful. So I think he has the athleticism. He has the power. He's an underdog. It's a kickboxing match. He has a good check left hook. I think it sets up good here. And I like him as a dog. Best line out there, still live. Plus 140 on DraftKings. Give me it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is going to be a very exciting fight, right?
Yeah, he's very low volume.
This is and we saw who was the one with Rosenstruck that it just became a really boring fucking fight. Maybe it was Overeem. Someone in Rosenstruck.
It was a Derek Lewis fight, but it was Derek Lewis and Ngannou. It wasn't here.
No, not that one. No, it wasn't that bad. Not that bad. Okay. No, there was a Rosenstruck fight where I went in there. Getting all excited about, Rosenstruck knockout.
He went 5 rounds with Gagne and lost.
What about Overeem?
Oh, that was it. It was a boring fight. He went 5 rounds with Gagne. And Gagne did take him down twice, so there was some ground play there. Yeah. But I really like the card. I don't want to give away too much here. We have 14 fights. I mean, I have a lot of bets. I have some submission props, knockout props, inside the distance. So, you got to get signed up, get in. Good weekend of sports.
Yeah, I mean,
and last week we went, Bill, 3-0 on our monkey knife fights. We won just under 5 units, I believe, betting. So, we're coming off a win and a break. I like that.
And the beauty of it is today is the first retrograde free day in the last month. We're out of retrograde, everyone.
Even better news.
Everyone has been fighting and mad and upset and fucking fighting with your girlfriends and not getting hand jobs late at night. Everyone's good. You should go back to normal for the foreseeable future.
Let's do it.
For a few months, as Bill shakes his head no. Not believing something we all know is real. Anyway, so Mikey, when's that big pay-per-view card?
Next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah, we have 3 title fights on that card. It's going to be a great,
that's a fucking awesome
good card. Good, exciting card. This is a little preview. This is like an appetizer.
This is a good card.
4 appetizers for the table. That's what this card is. This
is a good card. I mean,
this one's on early, right, Mike? Like at 1?
Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I like this card because usually before they do a fucking UFC, usually right before and right after a pay-per-view, this is when they throw the shit out. I mean, this is a pretty good card. Minifield on it. You got Almeida on it. Trezano, Ige. How do you say that guy's name? The one I like, Mobsar.
Evolov.
It's good.
Yeah, that's a really good fight. I mean, you have a couple favorites on this card.
Why is that line so big?
100, but they should win, right? Like Aaron Blanchfield. I mean, 490 on DraftKings is the best line that I saw. So I have to put it in a parlay because I just think she rinses this girl. But otherwise, FanDuel had 620 big lines. I mean, even
I'm surprised Ige is plus
over
almost
400. Damon Jackson over 400. They all should win, but the
Ige plus 330 seems high. I mean, I don't, like you said, I don't think it wins, but I mean, it's a lot.
I'll give a little bonus bet. I'm feeling inclined just to entice everybody to sign up. Okay?
See that, guys? I drug that out for you.
Yeah, I'm going to give a little bonus bet here because here's another one that I think is just lined incorrectly. It's Tony Gravely, however you want to say it, against Johnny Munoz. I mean, I got him at minus 134. I think that's a great line. I mean, if you look at his history, he's a big wrestler. He's got decent striking. He has struggled with some cardio in the past. But again, peeling back the layers of the onions, go look at who Johnny Munoz fought prior to getting to the UFC. Of which it's not like he's blowing the doors off everybody. I mean, guys that were 1-5, 7-32 or whatever. I mean, nobody. And I read and I hear and I speak to people that are saying Gravely can get submitted. Of course he could, right? But he's also a good grappler, a good black belt. I think he has the stand-up edge and the UFC experience. So I bet that straight too. So if you want another mid-range straight bet, you could play Gravely. I got it 134 on FanDuel.
All right. Awesome. Mikey, I look forward to it. I like that this thing is in the afternoon. Let me just see. I'm sure we got our big hockey game coming up that night. So it'll free us up for the NASCAR and the hockey going on later. Do you like when the UFC is early or no?
Yes and no. It depends on what else is on around it. But I love the pageantry of a 14 fight card starting at 1 o'clock, right? So that's fun. If it's like a 10 fight card or not, I'd rather it a little later.
Yeah.
So I do like that all day long with sports surrounding it, you know?
I like when I can go maybe get my dick wet late at night because it's fucking done by 8 o'clock. Bill, what happened? Are you okay?
Someone's ringing my doorbell again.
How do you get so many people at your fucking door?
I don't know.
I haven't had anyone knock on my door in fucking 6 years.
Certified mail. I'm going to bet certified mail plus 200.
Mike, no. The other day he had someone trying to sell him solar panels, and then someone was trying to sell him mulch. Like, people just show his. How many times have you had someone knock at your door?
Were they his friends from the hardware store?
Hardware shirt. Like, how many times would you say someone's knocked at your door? And we're gonna do the raffle now, guys.
I have a sign on my door that says "No politics, religion, knockers, visitors, solicitors welcome." I mean, right in your face. So I have seen people on my ring look at the sign and turn around and go. So but not often.
Not too many Mormons knocking at that door, I assume. But all right, Evan, do you have the raffle ready?
Yep, we can do it.
Mike, I'll leave you on. I'll leave you on to the end here.
Here we go. AAR123MCL. You are the winner.
Wow. What kind of name is that?
MC, great initials.
MCL, loser.
L for leave it off. It's MC.
Let's see. What is it? AAR?
AAR123MCL.
123 MCL. Imagine the porn bot one.
It's an injury. He's got a torn MCL.
Yeah. Imagine the porn bot one. All right, AA. I don't know who you are, but we look for maybe Aaron. We look forward.
Anonymous, torn ACL, MCL, whatever it is.
You
a
never
lot
know.
going on. Let's go.
We look forward to seeing you
win.
in the chat. Congratulations on the free week. You're walking in at the perfect time because this is June boom, baby. And I may be putting out a big little fucking promo for you guys. Little fucking put some weight on my shoulders for June because I know I'm about to fucking destroy this month. Off to a good start already. So keep your eye on our Twitters at Tommy G Returns. Go there at Stay Cashin Show, at AMA Fight Club, and at Better BETTOR _ change your fucking name. I'm not even giving your handle out anymore until you change your name. And at what is it, Evan _hand?
Yep.
All right, follow us there. Don't follow Bill until he changes his stupid fucking horrible handle. Fuck Bill. All right, Mike, final words.
Stay cashin'.
Stay cashin'. Bill, final words.
Fuck you. Collect on Monday.
All right. Well, we will be collecting on Monday, I assume. Evan Hand, final words.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend, everyone. And I should let you know the Rude Boy tennis live play that we got. Got to give credit to Joey Rackets. Put that out in a parlay with Nadal. He not only was down a set when we gave you the -160, he now won the second set and is up 4-1 on serve in the third. And I don't know what's happening. I guess Silic is fucking needed a bathroom break or something.
Suspended.
Rain or something. Who knows? But he's up 4-1 in the third. Suspended meaning on a break or yeah.
I don't know. Rude was now -800.
Yeah, Rude's -800 now. So Rude Boy. So you can fucking go get your hedge in or cash out if you're worried about this match getting suspended. I don't know what's going on. I'll find out in the chat because I've been hosting a show. But for Constantino, Bill Rupp, Evan Hand, Nightghost, and everyone who wasn't able to join us, I am Tommy G. Go check out the newest No Mercy Plus AR-15 debate. And we did a whole gay pride month fucking thing with Uncle Danny. That was fucking hysterical that you have to hear. No Mercy Plus, new feed. I'll be tweeting about it in a minute. Go check it out. AR-15 debate is actually really good. The first 30 minutes. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go.
I timed it.